it's 1 in 5 women annually, how many women is that every 5 years? Is it every woman? Basic math.
Can I
Yeah.
just take a? Can I just like butt in here and say locker room talk, guys? Locker room talk. When it's something like, "Hey, Jane is cute. I would like to go on a date with her." That's okay. Karen is adorable. I like her butt, and I would like to get to know her better. Okay, that's okay. But there's a whole huge difference between saying that and I'm planning to sexually assault. Oh,
Massive difference.
right?
Huge difference. And it gets dismissed all the time, and it shouldn't. Um, for everybody that's not aware of this, this isn't a live or a platform where we just hate men. Um, this is where we hold men accountable. We hold people accountable. Men can do better. People can do better. Um, we also do tomorrow night. We do a topic of, as a man, would you rather talk to your partner or a tree about your feelings?
Background.
I
Just
just want to
like,
point out a couple of things.
Hold on one
One,
second.
hold on,
Nicholas Cage.
hold on.
That's
Your
very interesting.
your age for TikTok purposes.
35, I'm a
Nicholas Cage.
sexual assault response coordinator and a victim advocate. So a couple
Great,
key
thank you very
things I
much.
want to point out here.
Hold on
One,
one
it's
second,
kind of
Nicholas.
problematic that you don't bring up any women when you're talking about exclusively women and you've just been cycling one or two out here.
Excuse me. Hi,
Addition-
hi.
Nicholas, hold on, bro. Before you come up here and crash out, let me finish what the fuck I was saying. I have women on my panel 5 nights a week, bro. I have a community on Discord of 50 people. 35 of those people are women. And a vast majority of
That's
them
fine.
are
I've
SA
seen
survivors.
one or two women
Let
cycle
me
up
finish
here.
what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying. Stop fucking interrupting me, bro.
Yeah, Nicholas, listen, man, that's going to be your last warning, brother. You've been contributing in the comments. Thank you very much. Like I said, this is a discussion space. I'm trying to run a nice live here. So is Rob. Please be respectful. Let Rob land his plane. You will have your time.
We get plenty of women, and when women request, they get approved. Just while Steven was talking, I approved 3 women, and they timed out before it connected to them.
I don't think you're understanding the point that I was making.
Which was what?
Kristen, my partner, said the exact same things in the comment I said. You didn't invite her up here, you invited me. Moreover, coddling people like
Her account private.
I'm
Nicholas.
sorry. You literally just reprimanded me for cutting somebody off. I would appreciate.
Right, but
platform.
listen,
I would
man.
appreciate.
Let's
if
settle
you're
one
going
argument
to
at a
reprimand
time.
me for it, Leahy, then I would appreciate extending the same respect.
Let's settle one argument
Check
at
it
a
out.
time.
Is your
This
is
isn't
your
an argument.
partner's account is your partner's account private?
No, it's not.
What's the name? Let's bring her up. Or him.
She's literally
Whoever.
right beside me.
It's just an interesting note.
Would you like to come up?
She's literally right beside me.
Okay.
So no.
Also, Nicholas, really quickly, if I may ask,
Was literally cut off in the middle of my sentence after you reprimanded me for doing it.
Hold on one second.
Why would you?
First of
Why
all,
would
dude,
you
this is
literally
our
interrupt
platform.
me after reprimanding me for doing that?
Check it out, dude. This is our platform. If we need to interrupt you to ask you a question about some bullshit that you're saying, then we will. If you don't like it, drop.
Period.
If you don't like it, drop.
Mm-hmm.
You're up here. You are up here throwing a fit. Give me 1 second. Let me finish talking to your husband,
De-escalate
please.
this before y'all both crash out on each other, if that's okay.
There's not going to be us both crashing out on each other because I'll just drop him. If he wants to
I
keep
wish you wouldn't,
having an
because
attitude and dropping,
he's a qualified
will.
victim advocate, and I would very much appreciate, as someone who's in the feminist space, who, and I'm not trying to disrespect you, I've been in your lives. I've been commenting. I appreciate what you're trying to do. I just think we're frustrated by hearing this last interaction, And so I would just like to reset, if that's okay. Just reset, because I think we need male allies. And it's hard when we have grape apologists do what that last guy did. Vic came in here because I was in here. So if that's okay, I just want to reset really quickly, breathe in and out, and then we can have the conversation.
That's great. Honestly, I'm cool with that. 100%. I'm with it. Let's do that. If I may also, we do this 5 nights a week. We talk about essay topics at least 4 of the 5 nights a week. This is also one of those topics that oftentimes leads into that. So part of the reason why we exist here is to bring up these people who think like grape apologists, so we can have a conversation with them and hopefully change the way they think. However, unfortunately, a lot of times it does not work. So I want you to understand that none of the men here are grape apologists. None of them want those men to exist.
There's been some language from
All right,
from
let's hear it.
well-groomed, from you that border on it.
Say it. Say it. Tell me what I said.
I want to
Again,
point out right now that I'm a 40.
Hold on, well-groomed. Hold on.
Come on.
Nicolas Cage, tell me what I said that was grape apologist or grapist, whatever. Tell me what I said.
If I had said, Leahy, things you said were explicitly that, then I would have said that. However, those were not the words that came out of my mouth. If I meant something differently than exactly what I said, I would have said something differently.
Hold on a second, chat. Is that not what he just said, Leahy?
No. Again, the words
He just
that came
called
out
me
of
out
my
directly.
mouth, Leahy, were things you have said and things well-groomed have said have bordered on it.
Okay, so what has
Those
well-groomed
were the words
said?
that came out of my mouth. So
Okay, so
instead of literally doing something that you reprimanded me for a moment ago, because again, as a qualified sexual assault response coordinator and victim advocate, which you might not know what those two terms mean, and that's fine. I don't
Crazy
expect
because we
you
had
to.
one up here last night.
Again,
Okay.
I'm going to try to bring this back. Please tell me what myself or
I'm getting there.
well-groomed mountain man said. Just cut to it.
Jesus.
I don't need the reprimand. Cut to it.
Dude, I've barely said anything.
You did. A moment ago, you said that's not locker room talk. Saying in a locker, oh, I like woman's name, she's cute. I like woman's name, she's adorable. Her butt looks nice, is literal objectification, and you're getting right there borderline of it. That's not locker room talk. It is in and of itself objectification. The moment you are essentially lowering a woman to just her body parts, and you're just trying to equate that as some sort of nice way to circumvent it.
That is true.
That is exactly what you did.
That is very true.
Thank you, Neuro. And thank you for bringing up the Great Pyramid, because I felt like that was a really great missed opportunity to take a look at that while we're making examples.
Moreover, Leahy, like this, I understand that what you're doing is in good faith. However, coddling somebody who is, and you didn't clock it. Oh, I'm just trying to defend myself. Why are you trying to defend yourself? Not you. This is what Steven is saying. I've encountered him before. This isn't the first time he's done this. It's not going to be the last. You didn't clock it when he said, I'm trying to defend myself. What are you trying to defend yourself from? Why does this topic in particular make you feel like you need to defend yourself? You coddling a guy like that instead of doubling down on it is not going to do anything but make him seem like, oh yeah, I'm in the right here. They're just giving me statistics, but I'm not a bad guy. I'm in the right here. Like, I get it, especially if like this in particular is a topic I get real fucking heated about. Because as somebody who was a victim of it as a child, as somebody who has like handled cases with people, who has walked men and women through this shit before, it is a topic I get real heated about. I don't like it when people coddle people who think that like, oh, well, you know, it's not all men. It's not 99% of men are good people. No, people are shit. People do terrible fucking things. Men and women do terrible fucking things to people when they're in positions of power and they can manipulate that position. Predominantly men, I will fully concede that. Predominantly men, I will fully concede that. but doubling down on it is necessary with if instead of just being like, hey man, it's all right, it's all right, it's all right, you're coddling him and he doesn't need it.
Well, Neuro also got the source, and he didn't. And then he made another claim, and he didn't. And once again, guys, we're not trying to chastise you. It's just
I hear you. I hear you. So, can I ask you guys how many nights a week are you guys live, and how many times a week do you encounter this?
Well, I am in large feminist lives co-hosting pretty much daily. I've come into this room several times, and because I believe that you guys are in good faith, and you're not looking for critiques, I understand that. But misogyny can be very benign. And so if you don't recognize something that you're doing that could perpetuate harm, I think you guys would want to know about it. And I think that would be something that you would care to improve on. I know that sounds probably condescending. I'm really, truly not trying to be. It's just, I know y'all are pretty young too. And victims come through here and women come through here. And it's just important to like notice the small things that we can work on. All of us can.
I mean, I agree with that without a doubt. I mean, I'm 43 years old. I've been ridiculously happily married for the last 18 years.
That's sweet.
Most of my good friends are female. I definitely
That right there. That right there. No, that right there. Female what?
Most of my friends
No.
are female.
Female what?
Female friends.
No, female what?
Oh, here's the double down. This is the double down.
I'm
right?
doubling down on it. Female what? Female horse? Female dog? Female cat? Female what?
Oh, female human. Female human.
It's a woman. The term is woman.
Oh,
Calling a woman female is incredibly dehumanizing because female is not species specific. There's female cows. We have female horses. If I'm referring to a female dog, I don't say a woman dog. It's woman. The word is woman.
You're definitely dehumanizing people. I'm talking about women, human beings of the female gender. I don't know what you're trying to.
I'm pointing out the language you're using while you might not.
You don't use the right words. Well groomed. You don't use the right words.
Well,
Sorry.
It's not the right word.
Didn't mean to interrupt you.
This is
I'm
what
sorry.
we're talking about. Like, again, I'm a rhetorician. I have a master's degree, and I work in feminist studies. Like, using terms like female and then making fun of it like it's just about terminology. It's not. It's about degrading and dehumanizing women. We see this in culture. That's all we're trying to point out. So that way people fucking learn and they move forward from it because it's really harmful to us.
So wait, I would. So like I do agree, but I do have a slight I don't really know how to put it, but like there are people who are female and femme presenting who are not necessarily women. Like myself as an example, I'm non-binary, right? I'm female, I'm femme presenting, right? But I still fall under the category of being oppressed under women's rights and things like that. Being oppressed under patriarchy because of the way that I present and because of what I was assigned at birth. I think in these discussions it's very important to recognize that we need to speak about women as women because that's what they are. They are humans, right?
Sure,
They deserve to be humanized.
Would you guys agree
Yeah,
that
no, and I
males?
understand that.
Hold on. Would you guys agree that males speak differently to each other than
what?
say other groups?
Male what?
Oh wait, that's
Okay.
the
Goes
problem.
both ways.
That's the problem.
Good.
Men are
You got that
talking
one. I
about
was testing
us.
you, Thick.
This is so bizarre because you just
I didn't know this was a test.
chastised me for saying female, and now you want to say male?
No, I didn't say male. I said male.
I said
what
male.
In response.
I said male, checking to see if Thick would have the same energy on the other side.
Well, number one, it's not an equal kind of thing because we don't see it the same way. Women are subjugated.
You study
Women-
feminists? You study feminism, and it's not equal?
What? I'm talking about
You said you have a master's degree in feminist studies,
I
right?
know,
But you're
but-
saying it's not equal?
That's not what she said.
I'm a rhetorician. I have a master's degree in communication rhetorical analysis. I've done a lot of
okay,
feminist
sorry.
studies, and I participate in this space. I'm not trying to make this a feminist debate, but when we talk about language and how it's used in our culture, female is often used when it's like female and man. You don't see this at the same rate. I promise if you even just pay attention to it in TikTok lives, you're gonna hear it a lot. Men call themselves men and they call women females. It's something that's really prevalent and it's very harmful because it's a tactic of dehumanization. So
Okay,
this is
I
supposed to be
understand
like
Have you
that.
an
guys?
equality
I
thing. It's
appreciate
about
your
the fact that we
viewpoint,
use it and
but I think
weaponize it.
you're missing something.
Did you guys see all the comments from the women in the on the live that say so now being called a female is an insult? Question mark.
Jesus Christ! I feel like we're
I
not.
could run a poll right now. I can run a poll right now.
Do it,
And
Rob.
Like, I'm
Please
not
do
trying
it.
to be combative with y'all. This is just simply the way.
Well, you guys,
hold on.
honestly, you guys are doing a great job of being combative. Like, we
Let's get a poll going. We're gonna say
Comment.
quick
So
poll.
We're certified.
Leahy, mute everybody, please. We're gonna do a quick poll. Does being called a female offend you as a woman? We're gonna say happy face for no.
literally
Sad
nobody
face
said anything
for
about
yes. Stay muted. Stay muted. Again, happy face for not being offended. Sad face for being offended by being called a female as a woman. Just so everybody knows, you can just tap the little faces on the screen and it will count it. So 9 to 7 on the official poll. Saw a few sad faces in there, a few happy faces.
It was never about being offended.
It's about
Maureen, I know you've been patiently waiting, and I apologize.
fucking incredible.
Fucking incredible.
You're mocking a
Watch me
woman's
crash the
voice.
fuck out.
That's phenomenal.
I'll mock you too. How about this? Fuck off. You come up here just to be fucking.
Oh, I'm
combative
beyond
with
fucking
dickheads.
off.
Please do. You guys come up here just to be combative. Somebody's
go ahead.
Hello, good evening or good morning.
Evening from my side, but I'm sure both, yes.